They say life is full of surprises, and I can safely say that I have experienced plenty of those, but to be honest with you, some of them were predictable. As a Florida boy growing up, sure, playing high school football changed my life in many ways, but I could kind of see that coming, because I did always have the thought of playing football floating around in my head before it happened. My YouTube channel Rise Up Rundown took off more than I thought it would, but I kinda saw that coming because of how much I put into those videos. Even some recent surprises that happened to me were somewhat predictable, like how Charlie Puth's song Light Switch changed my life in many ways. I even made a video essay going over that. But in that video essay, I actually foreshadowed a video essay topic I wanted to cover this year. In the part where I show some Light Switch covers I truly enjoyed, one of them shows someone I certainly never would have predicted to change my life forever. Of course, in a good way. That person is Vtuber Shiki Miyoshino. Why is it unpredictable of her to change my life forever? To be honest, the reasons why is kind of just me bullet pointing all the things I want to give her a shout out for. But, in short, she taught me one huge thing. Explore new things, and you never know what you could learn. Which leads into the build-up for how I even ran across Shiki in the first place. And I'm not gonna lie, most of the build-up to how I ran across Shiki is basically the same exact story I said in my other two video essays, but I'll quickly go through it. Again, I was a Florida boy growing up, but maybe not in the way that you think. I wasn't out chasing gators and posing at the beach. In fact, I was more of a kid that always did like the entertainment side of things. I always liked doodling my own characters and making my own movies. I found a fun passion, but there's just one problem. I didn't really evolve with it. As a kid, it's easy and fun to just doodle out characters and make a story that literally makes no sense because why not? You're young and it's cute. But as I get older, if I truly want these characters and stop motion animations to get out there into the world, I'm gonna need to learn and evolve as a person. There's many ways you can evolve your mind, like by reading books, or playing a new sport like football for me. But recently, what's helped me evolve was learning that I should get into music, like what Charlie Puth's song Light Switch taught me, or how Attack on Titan taught me that anime is something I should get into after stupidly calling it cringe as a teenager. And another recent event that taught me many great things was from a VTuber. Okay, finally, on to how I ran across Shiki and all the many great things I want to give her a shout out for. One day, I simply wanted to hear another song cover of Light Switch, and of course, I ran across Shiki's. She did a fabulous job and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So much so that I wanted to hear more. So then I go to her YouTube channel. And I'm not even gonna lie, I had no idea what I was getting into. I didn't even know what a VTuber was, actually. So, seeing her avatar moving around was very similar to how I said watching anime for the first time was a bit of a hard adjustment, but what kept me invested is that I just couldn't deny the talent. Of all singers I've listened to, how does one person have so much range? I can't exactly show any examples of what I mean for copyright purposes, but I put together the songs I feel you can hear her range the most. The best way I can describe it is, she definitely does have a higher pitched voice, but I'm very curious as to how she trained herself to sing very good low notes, or how she can make her voice even higher than usual. She can even do a country accent, and has a truly elite vocal growl. Oh, and by the way, she can even rap. She doesn't just stick to one musical genre, I feel. Sometimes she can sing fast, upbeat songs, and she can sing slower paced, authentic songs. But like, what's even her style? She just fits every category and never sounds out of place. And if you think for 1 second I'm saying all these things to be cute or funny or something, no, like I actually want you to go through her music and ask yourself, what can't she sing? My honest reaction to the majority of songs and covers she made was, hidden talent much? Like, she definitely deserves to get out there more. And that's also partially why I made this, because I just kind of think sharing my thoughts on Shiki Miyoshino through like a Twitter post or something, it's not going to be enough. I want to share her a little more than just through a Twitter post. Her music is truly well made and talented, but she introduced me to something that I also think is really cool. it's similar to what I said in my previous video essay where I never knew anime was something I'd get into and learn from, but I was happy to explore more talents of the world. Same here, but with music. I never thought I'd get into Asian music, but it wasn't that I didn't like it growing up. It's more just that I never really hung out with anyone that did listen to it, and my car radio never played Asian music. I don't know, I just wasn't really around Asian music. I knew it existed, of course, but I didn't really get into it because, again, I didn't really hear it growing up. So I just reverted back to all I knew. But just going through her songs and covers, even though I don't know the language or much else, I vibe to it because, for one thing, it's new to me. I love learning new things and exploring talents from all across the world. It all makes me smile hard. But man, I gotta say, Asian music kinda bops anyway. I definitely like the upbeat tempo she usually covers, and when you see Asian bands perform live, I definitely understand why Americans are starting to fall in love with K-pop bands and whatnot. But it's not just through music that Shiki changed my life on. It's the little things that I'm not sure if she notices or not, but it sure has inspired me. On her channel, I saw that she did more than just music. She also live streams her playing a video game or reading scary stories or something entertaining. She even live streamed her playing Dead Space one time, which is one of my all-time favorite video games. So seeing that and being a huge fan of horror stories myself already intrigued me. But there was one certain live stream she made that I think is what made me subscribe to her in the first place. This one. Now, not to get all personal, and I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of it, I promise, but I'll just simply word it as, the beginning of 2023 was truly challenging, for me, to say the least, and unfortunately it did kind of make me develop a very petty mindset towards everything. But even though I wasn't there live to see her go over the topic of grief and hardship, I still think wanting to just watch the whole 1 hour long video was perfect timing for me. The fact that she wanted to cover this made me wonder she may have some words of wisdom that could help me. And she did. The live stream helped me realize two things. One, I'm human. I'm supposed to go through hardship, even though my petty mindset made it seem like I was alone. And also, seeing everyone in the chat lift each other up was heartwarming. Everyone goes through hardships, but lifting each other up is what I hope we can just normalize a little more in future society. And two, Shiki basically saying that even though bad things happen to her, she chooses to be an adult and handle it with gratitude and positivity definitely spoke to me. She didn't just say that through her live stream. She says similar words in her other live streams and sometimes even through her Twitter post. Like, she literally never has anything bad to say. It's always positive, and she's always lifting each other up. And it made me go, huh, yeah, I guess I'm not really doing that. Slowly but surely, I have been practicing gratitude and positivity and lifting each other up throughout all of 2023. And I think it's working, because my music teachers and coworkers love to comment on how positive I am towards everything, which catches me off guard. But I think it's because I used to be hard on myself, so training myself to give myself a freaking chance is quite relaxing, actually. I think I also just joined a job in Amazon where you're kind of forced to help each other out, like helping them load up their van before they go deliver and whatnot, but hey, that's what I prayed for anyway, is to practice gratitude and lifting each other up. Now, no, I'm not perfect at all that, by the way. I still have my moments of doubting myself and whatnot. It's only year one of practicing it, so it wasn't going to be fixed within a heartbeat. And we're all human. We'll never be perfect at anything. But I think I want to conclude this by saying how much the world is a beautiful place because of humans. There's so much hidden talent in this world, and there's other hobbies and interests that you never knew you'd get into. You can learn advice on music, or even just life tips in general, from humans. You can feel better about yourself by lifting up other humans. You just need to evolve yourself, and you can do that by exploring this world even more. Did I think I'd learned that lesson by exploring the world of VTubers? No. But the hidden talent of one human being, like Shiki Miyoshino, can truly inspire the mindset of another human being, like mine. Thank you, Shiki. You're an inspiration, and I'm rooting for you to be the best version of yourself. And thank you, Shiki Chat, for making me feel at home, and for lifting each other up. And to all the Asian bands, you make absolute bangers. Keep it up.